Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic and we gotta play VITO. I mean, come on. VITO, the Throne of the Dusk Rose, 3 convert mana cost, Vampire Cleric, 1/3. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. It's good. It's really good. Okay, we got to play it. And so the whole thing here is that our Light of Hope, all of a sudden for 1 mana, can be gain 4 life and deal 4 to their face. You know, our Erebor's Intervention, we can kill something and gain X life. Heliod's Intervention, just dump in, target player gains twice X life. We can gain a ton of life and suddenly kill them as well. The best one copy with it, or the best combo with it, is probably Revenge. So for 6 mana, double your life total, which counts as gaining life, and then target opponent loses half their life rounded up. And so you basically just get to one-shot them with the Revenge here. Revival side of it also helps us bring back VITO, the Throne of the Dusk Rose, because that's like probably the biggest issue with a deck built around VITO, is that we don't have as many other game plans going on. But in this deck we do. We have Speaker of the Heavens, which is really, really powerful. So for 1 mana, you get a Vigilance Lifelinker. You can tap it and create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying. Activate this ability only if you have at least 7 more life more than your starting life total, and only anytime you cast a sorcery. So on turn 2, we play this turn 1, turn 2, double Light of Hope. We also get to start creating 4/4 angels every single turn. That's a powerful line to go for. And so that's part of the main reason that we're bringing in 4 copies of Light of Hope into this deck. It's a great way to gain life for 1 mana. It does put counters onto creatures. That's a thing you can do as well. And it also destroys target enchantments. There are enchantments that are out there, you know, Annex being one of them that it's pretty good against. There's also all the shrine stuff. Like, we're gonna be, so right now I'm playing in an account here. I have 1.3 million gems. It's because Wizard of the Coast has sponsored me for the pre-release event for Core Set 2021, and so I have a VIP account for a day, basically, that I get to have all the cards in standard, and so that's what we're going to do here. So we're not going to be playing as much of like metagame type of stuff yet, but we're going to do some other fun things. So I decided to go ahead and go for a little bit of other cards here as well. So Griffin Airy, another 2-mana enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, you get to create a 2/2 white Griffin creature token. This going wide with this deck is also pretty sweet with VITO, because you can later game just give everything lifelink. We have Sorin Vengeful Blood to also just give all of our creatures lifelink, where we can gain a ton of life, swing in with a big board, and if we like slam a VITO down, all of a sudden, even if they have blockers, they basically go and block, because if they have lifelink, everything like that, you just get in for big hits. But we have lots of ways to gain 3 life to make Griffin Airy good. We have the Charming Prince to gain 3 life. We have the Light of Hope. We have Revitalize, which barely came back in M21 as well. So it's M19 here, but it's actually a Core Set 2021 card as well. Gain 2 life, draw a card, helps us dig into our VITO. Oath of Kaya, great removal, deal it to anything. This is a 3 mana, deal 6 to them basically if we have VITO on the battlefield. Sorin, Johnny's Strength of the Pride. We also, instead of slotting in a Johnny's Pride Mate into the deck, I decided to slot in the Johnny's Strength of the Pride, because it creates a Johnny's Pride Mates basically, as well as being able to have the 0 ability effect, where we can just, if we have 15 life more than our starting life total, wipe the board. So it's kind of our board wipe. It's our extra copies of Johnny's Pride Mate that we didn't really want to slot in for everything, and then also the Life's Bounty to give us protection from everything. So that's the game plan for this deck. We're gonna see how it does for us, and I did have Cat Oven into the deck for a little bit, and so I changed things up. I need to change the lands, I think, a little bit because of that. There we go. We'll run it like that and see how it does. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump to the gameplay. Oh, we need to change our, man, what is this? That's terrible. We need our doggo. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we're jumping to get some gameplay. All right, we are going first. We have Griffin Airy, which is pretty sweet here. We can start. So the nice thing about this too is that we can also do this on their end step. So it's beginning of your end step only. That's fine though. So keep this. Like, we still have a finisher even if it's not VITO. I could see something to be said about mulliganing a little bit aggressively to get VITO, but this will still work. Hello. Blaststone does kill the Airy. Yeah, this is the pre-release event for streamers and stuff. All right, double Griffin Airy is pretty sweet too. We're gonna probably Revitalize for a land next turn though, if we don't find anything else. Speaker of the Heavens will be nice along the way. Lands would be kind of nice. So this is another card I'm really excited to see how powerful it gets, because it is a stingent event effect. All right, so yeah, they're probably going to take the other Griffin Airy. We have a lot of protection from discard at the moment. Just having the exact same card 3 times. It's not bad. Yeah, Revitalize. I'm really glad they brought this card back. It's really powerful. It helps out a ton. It's going to be very good in this format too. All right, we need to hit land. We have Veto in hand, which is sweet. They take our Light of Hope. Let's try and tap, pass the turn. That's fine. Credit Griffin. Pass the turn. All right, please no more discard. Is this the Underworld Dreams Peer into the Abyss type of deck? It may be. That would be, I would be sad to win against something like that because it just looks so fun. Although we probably can dodge it with enough life gain. Peer into the Abyss makes us draw cards and lose, I think, half of our life. Which, if our life total is high enough, we can lose half of it and still have like 30 life, which may be enough to keep us up. All right, we're gonna get out Veto. It's probably gonna die to removal, but I mean, it's so powerful if it stays on the battlefield. So go Veto, swing. We have a lot of ways to bring it back from the graveyard, so like exile is the worst possible thing. You love to make a doggy deck this year? Yeah, so I have a doggy deck that's going to be live in 9 minutes. So really excited. Well, it's probably going to be a little bit longer because it has to process as well. So it's probably going to be up around 10 a.m. Pacific time. And so I do have a doggy deck that is going to be live here in just a bit. Okay, Temple of Silence, we get to untap. Sorin we will keep, absolutely keep that on top. So we can go Oath of Kaya, and you know, Oath of Kaya also helps with Sorin here as well. So let's go ahead and swing in. We probably don't swing with Veto. The 1 point of damage, just in case they could have like a flash or something. So we'll just swing in here. I'm a little bit scared. I don't want Sorin into my hand, so I'm not going for the Revitalize right now. Just in case, they've already shown that they have discard in the deck. So this is deal 6 to them, bring him down to 9. They blast Zone up to 2. So they can kill the Griffin Airy, which we do have another one to bring back. Dude, this is so good. And then Sorin Markup comes down, deals 1, 2 actually, and then everything has lifelink. We deal 10, gain 10. If they kill Veto, we can bring it back. This is good. I'm actually really liking this. Yeah, I wait to have it. So yeah, part of the reason I'm using Oath of Kaya is in case they do start playing creatures or anything like that, we can have the protection of it dealing damage to them and attacking Sorin. But I think you're right. Being able to hold up Revitalize would have been nice. The biggest thing is if they were having discard. Oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah, we win. Good game. All right, that is lethal. Gain life a few times. Target you. Yeah, yeah, and dead. Smash, smash, smash. All right, there we go. Sweet. Dude. Yeah, Veto's good. I mean, that's seeing how if you don't have interaction for the Veto. And we weren't even like doing crazy things just yet with it. We also just had the Revitalizes, double Revitalize, draw 2 cards, deal 6 damage. Oh man, so good. Yeah, this Ugin is looking sweet. Okay, we get Speaker of the Heavens. We don't have as much life gain after that, but we can get up to 7 soonish. We have to shock ourselves too. We're still gonna keep it. Speaker of the Heavens is a little bit awkward shocking ourselves, but we'll make it work. We are going to go for Scry instead of gaining life here as well. Let's see. If I swing in, if they don't have a blocker next turn, actually, so you battlefield, we go up to 22. Oath of Kaya up to 25. Swing in for 126, so not quite enough. Yeah, so we just Scry here. All Seed of Life's Bounty, no, we'll keep the land. Land is fine here. Do we shock ourselves for an Oath of Kaya? No. Swing in. Down to 16. Because Oath of Kaya can kill kill a VITO that they're playing or something like that. Like, we have no clue what they're playing at all yet, so we can just hold back. Back up to starting life total. In 7 turns, we can start creating angels. Yay! If we fight like Light of Hope, we have 7 mana there. Any other 3 mana spell for cheap is useful. I guess Light of Hope is the only one that we can really do. We need to get some more 1 mana life gaining cards. Cry of the Canarium, and those Exiles, Revival's Dead, Lame Sauce. Alright, we're playing up its control, so we're going to slow the game down a little bit. Grab Plains, we'll just pass the turn here. Furry.
Sorry I'm late. Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Ooh, perfect. Perfect. Alright, so Griffin Airy, Oath of Kaya, killed Teferi. This is honestly such a good card. Griffin Airy was a card I was like, okay, I'm not sure exactly how powerful this is going to be, but if you create 2 Griffins with it while it's out on the battlefield, it's amazing. And enchantments, like, it's a hard thing to remove, especially because it's early game. You can do some really, really powerful stuff with it. Revenge technically does more damage early on, where you get to gain a ton of life. Let's go ahead and attack in first. They have some sort of response. It's probably a counter spell of some sort. VITO Citadel? No, I don't have the Citadel in here. I probably should throw in Bolas' Citadel as well. I can Revenge. Honestly, Bolas' Citadel should definitely come into this deck, huh? Probably like 2 copies at least. So if I go for Revenge here, I bring him down to 7. I should have done it before I swung. I guess we just go... let's just do it. Revenge. If they want to counter it, that's fine, but it brings them really low before we get another Griffin. Our clock is definitely increasing. They can like Brazen Borrower this, maybe. Yeah, brand new set hits and they play control, seriously. Yeah. Yep, you have a bunch of awesome new cards to play with, and you're gonna play with the one slot in card that you're gonna play with other stuff. Alright, eliminate, that's cool. So I did misplay there. I should have gone for Revenge first before swinging in, because technically they would have lost 8 life. Gone down to 8, swung in, I would have brought him down to 6, so it would have been a little bit better.
The undead make great minions. Loyal and silent.
Okay.
Good help is easy to find in war.
Oh, we have lethal, right? Okay. So yes. I was trying to think of how to deal with Liliana, but we had lethal. All right, sweet. Down to 0, pass the turn. Dude, beating control just feels amazing. Yeah, Griffin Airy is so good against control as well. And the other thing too is a lot of control decks, maybe with Teferi's Tutelage coming out, but most control decks are still like winning through damage for the most part. Just with like different damage dealers. Life gain is pretty legit against slowing down the game for control and trying to get back into the game with value to an extent. So like that's where life gain is great there as well. Life gain's amazing against mono red. Teferi's Tutelage is coming out, so we may have Teferi's Tutelage being good enough of a mill plan that people can like slot it in and have at least some ability to mill people out. So I don't know. All right, well, Speaker of the Heavens into Griffin into Charming Prince. Hopefully find some like Light of Hope or something like that along the way. Opponent's playing first, so we could technically find 2 Light of Hopes. Ooh. Actually, I mean, I'm okay to run up against mono red here. Givage, thanks so much for the Prime sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cavalcade of Calamity. Light of Hope to kill that would be nice. Let's go Griffin Airy. No attacks. Being able to get the Scry would have been really nice there, but I think this is fine. Yeah, take a bunch and a half. No blocks. Down to 7. 17, I mean. We're getting really far away from the Speaker of the Heavens being as relevant. Skewer. It's our face. And then a Chandra's Incinerator. Okay then. Okay then. Huh. Okay. Crap. We'll create some blockers, I guess. No attacks. Wow. Yeah, If they have another Chandra's Incinerator here, every time that these do damage, they get to target something as well. So they swing in here. It does 1, 2, 3. They get 1, 2, 3. Man, that's so good. I was wondering how powerful this would be with Cavalcade of Calamity. It's kind of really good. Well, I guess we walk there. Down to 8. Veto, yay. So a Johnny to be able to do what? I can gain some more life with this. Of course, I'm gonna be swinging at a Johnny. Alright, well, either way, we're gonna crack this and get some black mana. I think this one's over. See what happened to my board? Yeah, I don't know. He got incinerated. Alright, so this is what we do. We bring out a Johnny's Strength of the Pride. We,
When evil rises, I will be there to confront it.
Create a Pride Mate. So we can gain more life on the next turn. I can go up to 10. Ticking up probably is the better play just because it keeps a Johnny alive better. Then we can play Veto, Griffin Airy on the next turn. Gain 3 life, create a few more blockers. If we had a Johnny here, we can potentially get a Johnny big enough to actually do something. So pass the turn. Because like if we can get this up to where it is like an 8/8, we have a shot. If they have any 1 mana hasty thing though, we're dead. They have a shock, we're dead. If they have... yeah. Help me, Johnny. You're my only hope. Yep. Okay, swings in. I think that we need to block with 1. I don't think we can survive if we don't do that. Go to 4. Skewer. Alright. And another incinerator. Okie dokie then. And Soren would actually be pretty decent too. I'm playing it out because we have to with this format. Keep playing stuff out. Game 2. Yay, we got him. All right, good game. Oh no. Dude, it's so good. Cavalcade with all this is just so powerful. Yeah. We get 2 more triggers with that. Kill VITO dead. Yeah. Oh, man. Well, okay, moving on to the next one. I think we're seeing that the Cavalcade red deck is a very busted thing. I think that we definitely could have drawn much better there. Like, we drew pretty terribly, and still we're at a spot where like there was a potential of coming back. They drew really, really well. So I don't know. I think that the life gain deck is probably going to still be up there. Kitsune, bring it on, Kitsune. Yeah, keep this. As long as we have a finisher in the hand, we're keeping it. Man, I'd love to find lands, but we need to hit vetoes and Speaker of the Heavens and all those things. Alright, Griffin. Oath of Kaya to kill something else later. Knights get some pretty good cards. Basri's Lieutenant is a knight, which is pretty busted. Flyers is not bad either. Alright, so Oath of Kaya. Kill Tomic. So this is just mono white Devotion, probably. There we go. That's a good play. That's a really good play. Yeah, we're totally fine blocking all the time. Alright, Veto. Light of Hope. Gain a... I'm doing it now because we also get the Griffinary. So gain 4, deal 4, get a 2/2. You know. Dude, please let us get to our revenge. Please, please, please. I want it so bad. So badly do I want it. It's all the good white stuff. Lots and lots of tokens. This is Basri Ket type of deck as well, huh? Yeah, it's good. All right, so Revitalize. Ooh, another Griffinary. Number 2. Go to combat, swing in here. This can't block right now. Bring him down to 11. Yes. Please give me a land for next turn. Please, oh please. Alright, if they hit Basri Ket here, they do get a lot of tokens to do everything, but like our life total's at 28. It doesn't matter really what you do, unless you can kill Veto. And even with Veto, okay, Glorious Anthem and Basri Ket. Okay, that's actually pretty awesome. We could also potentially just give lifelink here, swing in for lethal. So we actually have lethal on the board already. Dude, okay, his ability is actually really powerful. All right, so no blocks, take it all. Down to 19. Oh, don't scoop it up. This whole event is designed so you're not supposed to scoop. Lame sauce. Dude, all right, so that was cool. We still did awesome things. Anagon. Dude, I love seeing all the alterations of the emojis. Those are fun. All right, we get Griffin Ari again on turn 2. Like, honestly, so we've not been hitting Veto as much. We've not been hitting Speaker of the Heavens quite as much as I was hoping for, but Griffin Ari has been sweet. It has been legitimately an awesome card, and so we're gonna keep playing that. Going for the Scry might also be better. The shades on the elephant, yeah. He's good. All right, so am I going to scry with this Charming Prince? Because what I could do is maybe Griffinari and something else next turn if I hit White Source. Revitalize is nice for later too. Let's just go Griffinari. Pass the turn. It's a solid play. Oh, okay. Glad it's not a Teferi. Teferi bounce would have been really sad there.
Let us have a storied battle worth retelling. I know I noted this somewhere.
Alright, command the Dread Horde just immediately. Oh gosh. Alright, that's a thing people are going to be playing. Oath of Kaya kill Paradise Druid. Get a Griffin to start swinging in at Tamiyo. I mean, I could lower the life total for Tamiyo here too, but I think this is still the better play. So, Oath of Kaya, kill Paradise Druid, create a Griffin, pass the turn. Squash emote masteries. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, Vraska gets to kill Griffinari, right? It's just permanent.
Your corpse will make a nice souvenir.
Alright. That's annoying. Alright, taking up for Command the Dread Horde again, I'm assuming.
My notes helpful.
We get one. That's a fun game plan, that's for sure. Man, we don't have enough white mana. This is really hurting us a lot. Kill Vraska. I shouldn't have played the land. I could have revitalized into a land and then Griffinari. How do we win? We'll just play the value here. Pass the turn. I mean, hopefully they just stay far enough away from this. They can negative to get lands, I believe, right? Just target card from graveyard. You can't tick up to get lands, but you can negative to get lands. So if they're missing on lands, that's a way to do it. Paradise Druid. Alright, if they have the land and Paradise Druid, then they get... Oh, they don't. Ooh, interesting. Alright, we're gonna go Revitalize here. Try to hit the white source. Speaker of the Heavens is a thing we can do. Man, Tamiyo is so good. Alright, hit their face. We're gonna keep their Command the Dread Horde plan a little bit weaker.
To the library.
Ugin, the ineffable. Still, for all we know, they haven't hit a land yet. They don't have an extra black source. I mean, that's great that you're going for this and all, but I mean, like, you could have gone for any of these other cards along the way there, sir. Alright, Teferi. Probably bounces one of these guys. That's probably one of the better plays.
Don't worry.
Yeah, that's fine. Now we have to target him. They draw for the land. They find it. Still no black mana, though. They still haven't figured that part out yet. Dude, where is the lands we need? All right, so hit Teferi, kill him. Speaker of the Heavens, I think is necessary here. We don't get another Griffin, but next turn we can start creating angels. This is instant speed, right? Pass the turn. Sharing Levers, thanks so much for the follow. And by the way, lots of people have followed today. We went from like, I think we've gained about 100 followers so far today. So thank you, thank you, thank you. That was awesome. So many subs as well. We had the hype train on for a while, which is awesome. We're just gonna keep having fun. All right, they did figure it out. You can grab a land.
From my ancestors.
I mean, I guess they kept ticking it up higher and higher though, which is not a bad plan. So the hard part here is that Vraska comes back and just like kills this, whatever. Ooh, a 9 lives deck. That's what's going on. Intriguing. Being able to exile stuff from graveyards is really nice. I can do that at instant speed. All right, go to my turn. Let's try to hit land. Okay. I want to gain life so we can at least start creating angels. So I think it's Light of Hope here. Gain 4 life. Activate. Swing at face. Yeah, pass the turn. Going wide is actually like the best possible thing we can do against their deck. Because it's each individual creature creates another counter onto the 9 lives.
Let me aid your research.
All right, hopefully it lets us interact with Command the Dread Horde. Twice X, so we get to exile 4 things that they're trying to hit. Hits Glowspore Shaman. Oh yeah, so they're targeting with Command the Dread Horde, which again doesn't do anything with this. This deals damage, so this actually should hit them for the 9 lives for each one that they have. So now we go Erebos' Intervention. And we go Vraska, Ashiok, Teferi. I guess we let them get one of the Ugins. Ugin?
This is hardly my worst defeat.
There we go. So Command the Dread Horde itself, it only does damage 1 time. So yeah, it only does damage 1 time. They don't actually lose the life from it for the 9 lives. That's an interesting play. I actually really like that. At the same time, though, we're only racing against 9 lives now, nothing else. That's all that matters. And so as long as we're gaining life along the way and keep getting Griffins, keep getting Angels, this, I believe, takes damage for every creature that hits.
I know I noted this somewhere.
It's a fairy bouncing the angel.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I've got time.
that's fine. More white mana. Ooh, wowzers. Alright, Charming Prince gains some life. Alright, we will kill Teferi. We get him up to 4 for the next turn. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think we need to kill Teferi. If they can command the Dread Horde at instant speed, that would be bad.
We will meet again.
Alright, create some more Griffins. Pass the turn. I know they can hit Tamio. The biggest thing though is that as long as they don't have a board wipe, we actually still we're kind of fine. And we can't do enough damage to Tamio to kill her, so it doesn't matter. They didn't just tick down for the other command, the Dread Horde. Good call. Maybe they have it already, I don't know. Alright, so how does this read? So, if a source would deal damage to you, prevent that damage put in an counter. So, this is one source, this is another source, this is another source. Like, each of these are different sources. So, we have 5 counters that we can put onto it right now. So we're up at 4. So we have lethal on board. Vroska gets to kill something. Teferi gets to kill something. So then we lose lethal. Nine lives plus role reversal could be interesting. Yeah, that's true. Enough people are playing enchantments too, though. That could be a really fun way to go. Yeah, every planeswalker. I have the most important thing to say. No, it's me. My turn. They could, I think, play another Command the Dread Horde if they wanted to here. They should have just gotten everything that they can, right?
Back to the shadows. For now.
The other thing too is Shocklands also hurt them with 9 lives.
The storied past holds our future.
Recklessness
Ugin.
are the seeds of disaster.
Oh
Be
man,
gone.
not killing the
It's
Speaker of the
not
Heavens. Interesting. Our life total's still 7 over, so yeah, no blocks. That's fine. Ooh. I don't think the Pride Mate really matters. Charming Prince to help us dig for Veto could be good. Although it doesn't deal damage, just makes them lose life, which I think actually escapes the 9 lives side of things. Killing planeswalkers could be useful, but not really necessary now. So a Johnny. We're gonna use this to gain life, just to use the Griffin. I should have made the Angel first. Oops. Swing at face. Man, we really need to hit Teferi one time, don't we? They have another Command the Dread Horde in hand. We're gonna create 2 more Griffins. We have another Angel. We can exile their board. Up to 6.
No.
Yeah, they get to do Command the Dread Horde things at instant speed now, which is terrifying. They are going to go up to 7 with it. If they shock in a land, they go up to more.
fabric of the multiverse obeys.
They have 1 card left in the library as well here.
An unfortunate casualty.
All right, they're drawing another card. They've decided, sacrificing 9 lives. Is that what they're aiming at? Oh, just hits nothing, so they don't draw a card. All right. Milling could be a really fun way to go, that's for sure. I can exile their entire board here. They get Command the Dreadhorde at instant speed. How many creatures do they have here? So Heliod's Intervention, gain 4 or gain 8. So yeah, I'm going to go for the negative Ajani here. Because it just exiles everything. So everything goes away. They're not going to have nearly as many blockers. They can bring back like Ugins, but Ugins make them draw. So they get Paradise Druid. They get Paradise Druid. And now we get to attack in. So yeah, they can go for Command Dreadhorde. They could have board wipe. Who knows if they do? Okay, yeah, there we go. And they lose the game. Sweet. All right. That's the issue with 9 lives, is that if you're up against a go wide deck, it kills you really quick. Like, that is the biggest issue with 9 lives. Super fun stuff you can do with it. Oh, am I still having Dog Tribal as the thing here? Oops. That was an intense game. All right. Repudiate tells end the effect. Is it a static effect where it happens every time? Like, I think it's not just when you get to 9 lives. I think it's if you have 9 counters, it will kill itself. I don't know. All right, we have to shock ourselves for Speaker of the Heavens. But then we have some ways to get up to it pretty quick. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it. If we find, we're on the draw, so if we find an untapped white source, that'd be sweet. A couple other Light of Hopes would be nice. I could also just play both of these on turn 2. I see what you're doing, fool. Checking ourselves hurts, but that's fine. Let's see if they have the nut draw with 2 Light of Hopes here. Nope. All right. Fatal Passage. Let's just go for another Speaker of the Heavens. Swing in. Pass the turn. We do draft at some point? Yeah, we're gonna do draft at some point here for sure. Dude, I'm doing really good. How you doing, Noah? Noah? Night of Autumn. Interesting. This could be Abzan life gain, I guess. All right, go Plains. We'll probably just go Erebos' Intervention. Kill what? I can do this at instant speed, right? Just in case they have some sort of spell, because if they do have Light of Hope, they can give it a counter. So let's go ahead and X1, hit you, gain some life. No attacks, pass the turn. Next turn, we get to gain 7 life. So if they swing in with Night of Autumn, we can still swing back. But also we get to have a bunch of awesome stuff going on. So yeah, gain 3 life with Charming Prince. Light of Hope, gain 4 life. Activate ability. So I technically could attack in with these guys as well, but I'd rather keep 2 of them on the battlefield for as long as possible. So just do that, pass the turn. We get some angels. It's an okay thing to do. Yeah, I think they're just drawing really poorly, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately, but, you know, sad. All right, give me VITO. Okay, go Ajani. Go
I
Ajani.
protect those who cannot protect themselves.
Yeah. Just create a body, board state here.
Walk beside me.
Swinging with everything. I'm fine with Charming Prince dying here. We do have ways to bring it back in this deck. Got the Shrine tap, pass the turn. Give me VITO. See, this is the biggest issue. You can build an entire deck around VITO, but if you don't draw it, it doesn't do a ton. But Speaker of the Heavens, all the other stuff that we've been seeing are really, really powerful as well. Do this again.
Our true strength lies in our friendships.
Swing in. This is the only time you can cast a sorcery, so you do lose the ability to do some stuff. Yeah, they have the life goes on. I thought, is that in M21 as well? I forgot that life goes on is being brought back. We're bringing it back. All right. So yeah, I was thinking we could do this at any time with Speaker of the Heavens, so you could attack in and then create an angel, even if it gets blocked or something like that. But I mean, this works. Okay, give me land for the revenge. All right, there's VITO. All right, VITO. And tick up. All right, there we go. Gain some life, make him lose, what, how much? Yeah, that's a little bit. Hey, we did win with VITO. There we go. All right, Speaker of the Heavens. If it goes unanswered, it's kind of okay. It's a you know, it's all right. I would love to have gotten to the revenge there. That would have been sweet, but it's okay. All right, going into the wrap up with this deck, we're going to jump into some other stuff here as well. But VITO, again, we didn't see VITO quite as much as I wanted to. In fact, I think we only drew him twice out of 6 games. Which I have that kind of luck all the time. It's really, really annoying. We found Griffin Arrowy and Speaker of Heavens a few times, though, and really, really powerful. In fact, I think Speaker of Heavens all but one time was creating angels on our board. Like our deck gains life. It does that, you know, like in Griffin Arrowy, being able to create bodies on the battlefield is an amazing way to just be able to consistently put in damage, everything like that. So it's really fun to be seeing a lot of awesome stuff out there right now. And so I really am excited for this deck. If you guys are here on YouTube watching this, make sure you like and subscribe, and yeah, and join us on Twitch when you can.